Thank you, Janine. Welcome, everyone. Um, Janine, so much gratitude. I'm so grateful for you offering this space, as always. It's like, what can I do for you? That's what I constantly ask myself. It's like, what can I do for this immensely generous person who's offering her time, her space, who's committed to us? I mean, how many people in this world do we know like that, right? Well, I'm grateful and happy to know a few, and Janine's one of them. David, thank you for coming. And Levi, always great to have you. And Samita, my cousin, of course, my soul sister. I think Samita and I have known each other for many generations. We joke about that, but I kind of think it's true. I think we've helped each other in our spiritual development years and years ago. Hi, Laura. Welcome, Laura. Laura, I loved listening to you and the Millionaire Mentor uh, group that we had. And I love the way you touched people who were there, new people who were there. Something called for me to invite them in because I knew they would love you. And guess what? They did. So, not surprised. Not surprised. Okay, it's 9:02. We're going to wait. No, it's 9:03. So I think, let's begin. Let's begin, everyone. We're going to practice. And as people show up, we're going to invite them in. And we're going to hold space for whoever shows up at whatever time they show up. That's what we're going to do. So, okay, let's all get into a comfortable position. And I might turn my camera off for the connection to be better. So I think I'll do that actually. I'm going to turn my camera off. It's like, could you just hear my voice and focus on my voice rather than anything else? So the first thing that I want to advise and invite you to do is the placement of the tongue, which I find to be increasingly important as I practice it when I'm working, when I'm meditating, when I'm sleeping, or when I'm trying to breathe better. So the placement of the tongue is on the upper ridge of your mouth before your front teeth, in between that first ridge and your front teeth. So as we're meditating, we're going to place it there gently and notice the sensation that you get. Notice the energy. You might feel an elevated energy as you place your tongue there, and that's completely normal and it's welcome. And as you're listening to my voice, notice your breathing. You could have your eyes open, closed, or halfway open. It's up to you. Just notice your breathing as you're listening to my voice. Relax into your breathing. Your chest might be going up and down, or maybe you're breathing with your belly. Or maybe you're trying to do both, experimenting which one feels better, more natural. Again, up to you, whichever makes you comfortable. As you're breathing, notice your muscles relax. I invite you to do a gentle scan. You can follow my voice, or you can do it on your own. We're going to do a gentle scan of the body. And this time, we're going to start with our toes. By gentle scan, you can imagine sending loving energy to different parts of the body. And that loving energy can be in the form of rays of light, color, maybe even an image of smoke, healing fire, healing smoke, something that acknowledges and expresses your attention to that body part that's calling out for. As you notice your toes, send gratitude for your toes, to your toes. Thank you for being an important part of my body. Thank you for giving me balance, strength, steadiness. Gently scan, continue scanning up your foot to the sole of your foot, your arch, your heel, the top part of your foot. Work so hard for you. Thank you, foot. Thank you, feet. Thank you. Thank you for taking care of me, for taking me where I want to go, where I need to go. Thank you. Continue scanning to your ankles. So important. Strong ankles. Send them strength, send them healing. Keep staying strong and flexible. Scanning up to your calves, one of the most important and strongest muscles in your body. The front of your foot, the front part of your leg, up to your knee, around your shins. Thank you. To your knees, so important. Thank you, knees. Sometimes you're so sore, but you're always taking care of me. Thank you. Thank you for staying strong. We're going to continue sending healing energy to our thighs, the front of our thighs, also known as the quadriceps, the muscles around that area, the back of our thighs, the hamstrings. If you go to the gym, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you ever do any kind of exercise, you know those muscles. So important for us. And they're all connected to the back. Continue with a loving, healing scan to your buttocks. Also, very important. Not just for looks. So important for balance, for strength. The inner part of your thighs, your reproductive areas, also known as gonads. Definitely send lots of healing energy there. The source of one of the most important centers of your body, source of reproduction, source of power, expression, intimacy, love. Notice if there's any shame or guilt as we scan that area. Any thoughts? Just notice. It's normal. We're humans. Invite you to release any kind of guilt or judgment without attachment. Just release. Thank you for being there, thoughts. I notice you and I release you. We're going to continue healing our body. Separate allows us to twist and turn, do yoga. So important to have a flexible waist where the lower spine is. Continue scanning upwards to the belly. Notice the organs in the belly. Notice the skin around the belly. And again, thoughts of judgment. Yep, there might be some thoughts of judgment around the belly. So what? Allow yourself to release them. Because this is an exercise of loving kindness, not judgment. We don't need that anymore. Send loving energy to your belly and the organs inside your belly, where the food digests. Continue your scan up torso area, the back, so strong, so important, the lower back, where the spine is protected with all the muscles. And the spine protects the nerves, the spinal cord, the fluids that connect the whole body, your nervous system. Feel the loving energy go up your spine to the rest of your body. Notice your heart expanding. As your nervous system, notice. Notice the love that your heart has for all organs in the body. Continue the scan as you please, but follow my voice. You can do it on your own. Don't forget your chest, your rib cage, your arms, forearms. If you need to spend time on a particular part of your body, go ahead. Your hands, your fingers. Going upward to the neck, also where your throat is, your voice, your power. How many times have we felt the loss of words? Or we felt like we couldn't breathe, or our neck was being constricted as if somebody was holding it, squeezing it. How many times? Our neck expresses how we feel. So many emotions there, so many experiences, so much past and history. Let's heal it. Let's heal it together. Sending loving kindness to the neck. Spend a moment there. Notice your breathing. Notice the sound. Maybe even notice any noises that you hear as we go scan farther into the face, the ears, nose, throat, ENT. They're connected, intricately connected. So many canals, so important to keep clean and unfiltered. It's a sign of health when they're clean. Your ear, nose, and throat. It's a sign of health. Sending loving energy all the way up to your sinuses, your eyes, your face, your whole face. Include your cheeks, lips, chin, jaw, and the inside of the mouth. So many stories in the inside of your mouth. Loving energy. Upwards into one of the most complex and important parts of us as humans, our brain. Feel the loving energy go into your brain, every cell, every nerve cell. Heal it with as much compassion, as much attention and focus that you could muster. Feel it elevate. Feel your whole body elevate. Your whole body is supporting you and healing your mind, your brain. Feel your mind expand beyond your brain, as if it's opening up like a flower, receiving loving energy from the universe, maybe in the form of a beautiful, healing, golden light coming down from the universe, down your head, into your whole being, and down into the earth. Feel your connection with the universe. This is who you are. This is the ultimate you, healed and loved and connected. Take a few breaths, enjoying the space that you've created for yourself. Feel the connection and the support from the earth. Feel the inspiration from the universe. Feel the different types of energies. Creation. Take this sense of oneness with you everywhere. Hold it close. Hold it tight. You can take it, put it in your heart as a compartment, as if you're putting a piece of jewelry in a jewelry box. This is something you can access anytime. This connection, this power, this gratitude for feeling oneness with everything. And before we end the session, let's acknowledge your power to create such a space for yourself. Let's acknowledge your existence. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for yourself, for everyone else. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all the lives you touch. Thank you for all the lessons you teach and all the lessons you learn. Thank you for your growth. So grateful. And with that gratitude, whenever you're ready, we go back to our toes, wiggle them gently and slowly as you're comfortable. Get ready to come back to the present. Feel your body, wiggle your fingers if you need to, or the muscles in your face. Wiggle your nose, your eyebrows, your ears. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. And remain in gratitude and peace and love. You know what's wonderful is that I have the sound of the city as a background. And I used to think it was a distraction, but now it's more of a musical instrument. It kind of puts me to sleep. I get so used to it myself. It's like if I don't hear cars passing by, I'm not relaxed. It's nice to know that someone's out there driving as I'm sleeping or trying to relax. Someone used to say, they lived in a secluded area, but every once in a while the bus would drive by, and they would feel so good when the bus would drive by. So I think it's that sense of like we're not alone. That's what it is, right? The sense that we're not alone. Yeah. How was it for you, Janine? Were you distracted by the sounds of Washington Heights in New York City?
No, actually, it was interesting because there was a part where I think it was almost like steam or some type of air vent or something had happened early on when you first had us kind of getting into our body because it was the first time, and I don't know why it came to me the way it did when I was like visualizing. Because if you can close your eyes, you don't have to. But like as I had started like shutting out the world, I didn't feel myself in my body. I almost felt like I was like in a spaceship, like it was almost like a capsule. So I almost felt like I was the room. So then when I heard that vent, I'm like, oh my gosh. Which then I was grateful because then you brought us back into like our feet and like feel up to our knees and like as we go through our body. But it was interesting as you were talking about like just like being in that space. That's what came to me. I was like, what is a body? Like it really is just like a bunch of neurons. It's a bunch of like nerve endings, blood, capillaries, all these things. Although in today's meditation, I almost felt like it was very like militant, like it was almost like everything is going to stay in a very mechanical way. And so as you were going through it, like it was a really interesting sensation, like, I could almost feel behind my eye, like, yes, I feel like I am in a different space right now just because of the original sounds that I heard during the meditation, so, it was beautiful, Sammy, like, I'm actually more because it's funny too, like, right after this, I'm gonna be discussing with a marketing team out in New Zealand, like, creating a website, and I feel like maybe that's where my brain was going, like, trying to, like, become a brand, but also realizing, like, okay, I'm getting ready for rest. Like Sammy is helping me wind down. But what you really did, I think, was rewired some really important circuits, and I have no idea what that's going to happen tonight. But I'm not going to discount it. I'm going to say everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be, and maybe right now I'm supposed to think a little bit more cyber. So yeah, I am
A-
complete.
I love it. A little more cyber. It's
Yeah.
interesting because I recently registered for resilience, for cyber resilience. So I don't know where that came from. So it's interesting, and not at all a coincidence. Yeah. So that's great. And so you're gonna have the meeting in a little while tonight? Mm,
Yeah, and no rush to have this one done because we're actually using their link. So this link is completely open.
okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that generosity and space again. You know.
Sammy, that was beautiful. Beautiful meditation. I learned something during it that I didn't fully grasp, and that is that you don't have to meditate sitting perfectly still. You can let your mind wander, you can let your hands and your thoughts wander, and you will still let the spirit guide you through the meditation, just sitting there listening to the words, and that's what happens. You enter flow naturally, and it doesn't have to be physically. It can literally, you can have it mentally and not necessarily be in the same physical disposition. So that is something that I learned through this call. It doesn't need to be perfect. In fact, it's better if it's not perfect.
Wow, so proud of you. Wow. It's okay. It's perfect in its imperfection. It's perfect in its messiness. It's okay. It's all life. Oh, I love it. I I appreciate that, Levi. Your contribution comes from the heart, and it's pure wisdom. It's pure wisdom and growth. That's what I get from you. So thank you,
Pure
brother.
wisdom and growth. Much
Yeah,
blessings.
thank you, man. Thank you. David, are you driving to the gym or are you just sitting in the car?
I'm just sitting in the car. It's funny. You started the meditation, and this guy I talked to in the gym, he was yelling and he was saying hey to somebody, and this guy just comes walking up out of nowhere behind me, and he's like, "Oh, I was talking to that guy," but I jumped out of the car because I'm like, if he's talking to me, I gotta say something. So now I get into this. I'm like in this like holy like why did I do that? Or feeling like why did I get out of the car to say hi to this guy who's talking to this other guy who's walking in the middle of the parking lot in the pitch black? Like, so there's a whole bunch going on there. So there's, I don't know, comedy before some is like the world was like, let me get you feeling weird before I bring you to a place of calm. And I was like, all right. But yeah, I really enjoyed the meditation. I like when you focus on like specific areas, and it's it's like I almost think that helps just the meditation so much. I don't know. Like when you're talking about the forearms, I was waiting for you to say wrist because I was going so deep into it, and it really brought me to I don't know. The day wasn't too bad, but it still brought me quite a bit of peace. And it's kind of like what Levi was talking about. It doesn't have to be perfect, and yeah, it never has to be perfect. We all have our own way of getting into the meditation, and yeah,
Hmm.
I love the way that you do it too. I love your voice with it. Like that. It's just perfect. And then I hear the cars in the background, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if that would bother me. And then I'm like, nah, Sammy's talking, we're done. Calm me back down a little bit. So it's like, yeah, I enjoyed it. I probably start rambling right now, but I'm gonna, yeah, I'll listen until we're done. Go to the gym. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And thank you for adding so much to the experience. You hear it, right? It's like,
Perfect.
it's, you know, so, wow. Yeah, I got that. I got that. Okay. All right. I got it. Understood. Samita used to say about meditation, she's telling me that it's merely a reminder. Like, what does that mean? It's merely a reminder, you know? And then it compels the question, why do I meditate? Do I meditate to become a better meditator? Or do I meditate so I could be better at being human, or a more elevated human? And with the humanness comes all the noise of humanity and all the messiness of humanity and all the experiences of humanity, mine and everyone else's that shares my space and my world and my neighborhood. So being able to be in that space while things are happening, yeah, that for me is joy. Makes life enjoyable. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I never had this much space before in my mind before I started meditating ever. Like I've there's still the times that my mind feels so full and I just want to create some like be quiet, like stop. But even if just to say that would never do anything. But yeah, meditation just brings it to a whole nother level that I don't know. I gotta promote Sammy or something because it's like more people need to know like the effects of meditation, and why not have Sammy be the one to deliver it to them? Because yeah.
Thank you for that wonderful acknowledgement. Yeah, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just here for people.
He's manifesting, Sammy.
Oh, Laura. Man, I got you. I love Laura. She said, look what he's doing. You're not looking at it. You're not listening to him. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it.
Good.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Yeah.
I think it has to be like, I see your name, Sammy Gasol, right? In the middle has to be like love with yes. Sammy Love. Maybe you change your last name.
I love it. Thank you.
That's what that's what you send. That's what you send to all of us. I don't know. Well, where to me that this is how I feel. Even though it felt good at the beginning, I felt like the heaviness on my toes, on my, but the pecans that I had next to me was like, oh, I want to eat. That was the distraction. No, actually, they were telling me like, eat me, eat me, eat me. I was like, oh no, let me just relax for a minute. Today was a long day for me. I stayed. I think I woke up 5:30 in the morning, and I just got back home 8 o'clock. Yep. So it's been long days, and I am finding ways to relax and clear my mind because for some reason, when I finish in the office, I started arguing with somebody for no reason. I just start arguing, like, bothering people. I was like, should I bother this person or should I bother my husband? So let's bother this person because my husband deserves peace from me. He's right there.
Laura,
So,
it sounds like you're choosing your battles wisely.
and you could say to the person that you bothered, thank you for helping me with my marriage. I really
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, after everything, I was like, let me just send them a text. I said, what happened? It's like, I have to bother somebody because otherwise I'll get home, like cranky. But it's just because, all day long, like I noticed I didn't even walk outside today. I was just in the office from like 6 a.m. until like 8 p.m. 14 hours. Ah, and it's dark, it's dark in the morning and it's dark now. It's like, oh no. But anyway, it's part of life, part of what I'm doing.
I hope tomorrow you'll have some time to enjoy the day. I think tomorrow's
Yes.
going to be a very nice day in New
I
Jersey.
usually walk during the day. I just come down and I, do some laps or do something different. But today it was a kind of like, so things that you ask, right? Like I ask for work. I ask for work. I ask for work for my drivers. I ask for work. And then I feel that the universe is giving us work and we get all the work. And now it's like, what am I going to do with all of this? But I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be another day. And my husband is happy. Even though I bother him in the afternoon.
I like the way you go like this.
Because he's in front of me, but he's not looking at me, but he's listening and he's kind of ignoring me. And I go like, maybe he'll turn. No, he's not.
I love it.
Oh, he's snoring now. Wake up. I am mean to him too.
I love Laura. Pay attention to me.
You don't know when at night in the mornings. Well, I wake up at 5. He doesn't wake up until 7, I think. But 5 a.m. If I like, I think today I think I lost my car keys. I came upstairs like boom, 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 opening the doors. My car keys. I wanted him to to wake up and help me look for my car keys. And he was like, he always ignore me. I know that. That's what he does. Did you check your purse? Did you check your car? I said, please. It's like, and then he just turned to the other side. Like, I know. And he already told me, if I open my eyes, you'll just start talking to me. That's what happened when I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. And he opened his eyes, that's it. Like I gotta talk to him. Well, he doesn't open his eyes anymore. He just, anyway, it's nice. Nicely.
It's beautiful that you notice all these details of what you do and how it affects and impacts him. Like, you know what you're doing. He knows what you're doing.
Mhm.
It's an understanding. Like, if you open your eyes, I'm going to talk to you.
I'm gonna bother him more.
Oh my God. Laura's in a playful mood. Oh yeah, look at that. God bless. God bless. Look at that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Laura, you know what? You might have to give a talk on relationships. That's another one.
Ah, yes.
That'll be interesting. Yeah.
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 Yes. If when people say you can find your other half, or I don't know how do you say it in Spanish, in English, but I have a good relationship with my husband. And I love the way he thinks, even though sometimes he doesn't tell me, and I'm like wondering like what is he thinking. Then one day he just jumped and said like, hey, I said, when David actually was telling me, David Rush was telling me, ask questions, communicate, or I was listening what he was saying, listen and ask questions. And that day I came into the house and I see my husband eating by himself. And I was like, do I continue with my readings and my podcasts and all these things? Or do I sit with him? I said, well, let me sit with him. And I start talking to him and listening. And we're talking and I'm like, hurry up, finish your dinner. In my head, right? Not to him. I was like, finish your dinner, hurry up, I gotta go. And then he goes like, I know you're doing all of this to improve yourself, to get better. You're doing this for you. And I respect that. So that's why every time you go upstairs, I'll stay downstairs. And it doesn't bother me that he can be next to me listening. And I said, from now on, just come upstairs. We're just gonna listen, both of us. And even though he doesn't wanna be included, but from time to time, I just grab the phone and put his face on the
I'm
camera.
gonna revise my suggestion and say maybe he should teach the relationship course. It's amazing how he supports you and gives you the space and freedom to be your expressive self and to do whatever you need to do to feel fulfilled. Like he doesn't have to be there with you, and he doesn't, I know as a man, sometimes I want to control things.
Mm-hmm.
I want to control the way certain things I think have to be. I don't get that from him. Well, I don't get that from your description of him.
No, he's very
yeah.
peaceful.
Yeah.
He's similar to you, like similar in a way to you. He sends or irradiates love. Everyone at work, everybody loves him. They love him. He's very peaceful, very calm, unless there is something that get his peace, but that doesn't happen like easily. It has to be like some extreme. But yeah, and I learned a lot of things from him. I learned to be patient, to which would you say we are, we as a man love to control. That's what you said, and I'm gonna repeat that because I like to be in control all the time.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but there is definitely something about control that, yeah, I need to be able to control this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not fun. It's not a good thing to do. And I am like, I'm aware that when I'm like stepping in somebody's, place, I just have to go back and I'm sorry, I'm doing this too. Yeah, I learn, and
I'm sorry, yeah.
yes. Well, I wasn't in the I'm sorry today, but Claudio, my husband's name is Claudio, he taught me how to say I'm sorry, because every time we argue, or not even arguments, because we don't have arguments, but let's say he tells me like, shut up. If he's watching TV, he says, shut up. And I'm like, okay. And then he goes out of the living room, comes back, and he hugged me in the back and says, I'm sorry, baby, because I talked to you this way. So that I learned. So I think that was the connection. That's why we connected. From me to learn from him, and from him to learn from me. I learned that other side of patience, love, connection, and his learning business.
Yes, we're all learning from each other, and we're so happy that you're with us and we've gotten to know you. What a wonderful addition to our lives, Laura.
Janine, you're mute.
I'm just secretly agreeing with everything that Sammy said.
Okay. Okay. I see you jumping and moving. Okay. I think we have to go to sleep. Well, me, I have to go to sleep.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night, Laura.
Thank you.
And Samira, I want to give you that. I know you're in the airport, Hayati. I want to give you the opportunity to say if there's anything that needs to be said. I know you wrote something in the text. I want to read it. I'm at the airport, so not likely to be talking.
Okay,
So,
I'm actually on the plane, and I feel like, oh my God, I am like so cool and awesome because I went through the TSA thing because I have like TSA pre-check. It's so worth it, everybody. I'm just telling you, you've got to do it. Anyway, so I had you on the Zoom and I stuck you in the bag, and then you went through the electricity of the radiation machine, and I didn't. And now I'm sitting on the plane, 2-hour flight to Phoenix, and it's a called the American Dream, and it's increasing my or shifting my experience with money and what blocks me from that. So yeah, so we'll see. It's going to be a 2-night, 2 full day event, and I worked all day, and I took a gummy just now, and I'm like, oh my God, I need another gummy. Yeah, but I'm gonna wait until I get to the hotel so that I can have, so I can enhance that experience, because now I don't have to work, I don't have to drive, I don't have to look at my children, I don't have to do. I'm just like, oh yes,
I don't gotta do nothing.
I ain't got to do nothing. Exactly.
I had to
Yeah,
have
those
a,
of us. Yeah, thank you.
have a
Thank
wonderful
God
flight.
في حد نصغار قاعدين حدي so في الترجم إسنا I'm speaking on the mic وبتشتغل بصوت عالي so you could say I'm بدعي إنه حد إنه ضعيف بقد حدي and that's what I created.
That's
You can
great.
repeat that in English, please. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. I know that, whatever you want, you create, and that's who you are. And it's a powerful thing. One of the things I admire about my cousin is that, yeah, all she has to do is want it, and somehow it happens. I love it. And what I wanted was a wonderful meditation for everyone to feel healing, love, and peace. And I felt that. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Lots of gratitude, lots of love. Everyone, have a wonderful night. And I hope you take this with you tonight and tomorrow morning for peaceful rest. Have a wonderful meeting, Janine.
Received, Sammy.
Good night. Bye, you guys. Have a fun meeting, Janine.
I shall.
Okay, very excited. See you in the morning. Bye.